Hello and welcome to this August 2026 U.S. Immigration Update. After years of waiting, August 2026 is bringing meaningful progress for many immigrants pursuing family-sponsored green cards, employment-based green cards, adjustment of status, and immigrant visas at U.S. consulates abroad. The most significant development involves spouses and young children of lawful permanent residents. Several other family preference categories are also advancing, and selected employment-based categories are showing limited but important movement. In this update, we'll break down the key August visa bulletin changes, explain who may benefit, clarify which USCIS filing chart applies, and outline what you should verify before filing or taking your next step. Let's begin with the family-sponsored categories. The most notable progress appears in the F2A category, which covers spouses and unmarried children under 21 of lawful permanent residents. For most countries, including China, India, and the Philippines, the F2A final action date advances from January 1st, 2025 to July 22nd, 2026. For Mexico, it moves from January 1st, 2024 to July 22nd, 2025. This is a substantial advancement and may allow many more F2A applicants with earlier priority dates to receive final green card approval in August, assuming all other eligibility requirements are satisfied. The F2A dates for filing chart remains current for all listed countries. USCIS is permitting family-sponsored adjustment applicants to use the dates for filing chart in August. This means that certain eligible spouses and children of green card holders who are already inside the United States may file Form Y-485, regardless of their specific priority date. However, filing eligibility is not the same as final approval. USCIS generally cannot approve permanent residents until the applicant's priority date is earlier than the final action date, and all other legal requirements are met. Now, let's look at the F1 category for unmarried adult sons and daughters of U.S. citizens. For most countries, including China and India, the final action date advances from February 1st, 2018 to December 15th, 2018, more than 10 months of progress. The F1 dates for filing chart also advances to June 15th, 2019. Some beneficiaries who were not eligible in July may now qualify to file in August. Mexico sees limited movement in F1, while the Philippines remains unchanged under the final action dates chart. Applicants must always check the country column that applies to them. In the F2B category, which covers unmarried sons and daughters aged 21 or older of lawful permanent residents, the final action date for most countries advances to January 1st, 2018. The dates for filing cutoff moves further, reaching January 1st, 2019. The Philippines sees limited movement, while Mexico remains unchanged. The F3 category for married sons and daughters of U.S. citizens advances by 1 month for most countries, reaching May 15, 2012. Mexico also advances 1 month, while the Philippines remains unchanged. The F4 category covering siblings of adult U.S. citizens shows substantial advancement for several countries. For most countries and China, the final action date moves from January 1st, 2009 to September 1st, 2009. The dates for filing chart advances to June 22nd, 2010. India, Mexico, and the Philippines do not receive the same final action date movement. Country of chargeability is generally based on country of birth, not citizenship or residence. Always verify which column applies to you. Applicants processing through the National Visa Center should review their CEAC account to confirm that fees, Form DS-260, Affidavit of Support, civil documents, and police certificates are complete. Becoming current does not guarantee immediate scheduling. Interviews depend on visa availability, documentary qualification, security screening, medical exams, and consular capacity. Now let's turn to employment-based categories. In EB1, China advances by 1 month, from June 1st, 2023 to July 1st, 2023. EB1 remains current for most other countries, including Mexico and the Philippines. India EB1 remains at October 15th, 2022. The State Department warns that high demand could cause India EB1 to become unavailable before the fiscal year ends. EB2 remains current for most countries. China remains at September 1st, 2021. India EB2 remains unavailable because its fiscal year 2026 allocation has been reached. Visa issuance for India EB2 may resume after October 1st, depending on fiscal year 2027 availability. EB3 shows modest advancement. For most countries, including Mexico, the final action date moves to September 1st, 2024. China advances to January 1st, 2022. India remains at January 1st, 2014, and the Philippines remains at August 1st, 2023. The Other Workers category advances by 1 month for most countries, Mexico, and China. EB4 and certain religious workers also move forward by 1 month to October 15th, 2022. In the EB5 investor category, unreserved EB5 remains current for most countries. China remains at December 1st, 2016. India's unreserved EB5 remains unavailable. The rural, high unemployment, and infrastructure set-aside EB5 categories remain current for all listed countries, but applicants must independently qualify for those set-aside categories. An important USCIS update concerns filing charts. Family-sponsored adjustment applicants may use the dates for filing chart in August. Employment-based adjustment applicants must use the final action dates chart. This distinction is critical. Employment-based applicants cannot rely on a more favorable dates for filing cutoff if USCIS has directed use of the final action dates chart. Before filing Form I-485, confirm I. Your priority date, I. Your preference category, your country of chargeability, the authorized USCIS filing chart. Your priority date must generally be earlier than the listed cutoff, not equal to it. Visa availability does not overcome other eligibility issues such as unlawful presence, unauthorized employment, inadmissibility, criminal history, or prior removal orders. Do not rush an incomplete application simply because a date has advanced. Missing documentation, incorrect fees, outdated forms, or incomplete medical exams can result in rejection or delay. The State Department also cautions that retrogression is possible if demand increases. Some dates advanced due to lower issuance in certain regions. If demand rises again, dates may move backward or become unavailable before September 30th. The key takeaway is this: August 2026 brings real progress, especially for F2A applicants. F1, F2B, F3, and portions of F4 also advance. China EB1, certain EB3 categories, other workers, and EB4 show movement. However, not every category benefits equally. India EB2 and India unreserved EB5 remain unavailable, and India EB1 may become unavailable. If August creates an opportunity in your case, prepare carefully, confirm all eligibility requirements, and proceed with complete and accurate documentation.